2025 is a far-right manifesto. It is a 1,000-page bucket list of extremist policies that would uproot every government agency and disrupt the lives of every person who calls this country home. The Department of Education would be eliminated, cutting students off from civil rights protections and ending essential Title I funding for K-12 schools. Abortion care would be inaccessible and illegal no matter where you live. These policies would quite literally ruin and end lives. And I didn't even touch upon proposals for housing, climate change, worker protections. If enacted, Project 2025 would destroy the federal government as we know it.
Baby, you set my soul on fire.
To play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come.
I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground.
They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
So high, I don't see the ground. Yeah. Baby, you set my soul on fire.
Calls for national book bans in schools, but also creates a list of banned words for the federal government that would be deleted from, quote, every federal rule, agency regulation, contract, grant, and piece of legislation that exists. Here are just a few of the words on the list: diversity, gender, reproductive health, and of course, conservatives want to ban the word abortion.
For us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up. Light it up, light it up.
Project 2025 calls for eliminating the Department of Education, eliminating the Department of Commerce, deploying the military for the use of domestic law enforcement against protesters.
I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, let up ties in the hearse. I've been on a vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky change, haters on a tirade. Talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bip. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
Time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come.
Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the...
They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.
Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Well.
Project 2025 calls for repealing of Schedule F status for thousands of federal employees to allow a president to replace career civil servants with unqualified partisan loyalists.
Time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Project 2025 prohibits the FBI from combating the spread of misinformation and disinformation.
Play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Swipe, swipe, swipe. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Swerving, making plays, good Ferrari red. Never out my zone, touchdown in my hands. Only fam around me, I can't have no friends. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. Ever since I was a teen, had prices on my head. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man.
Don't feel right. I still wanna party with her. We've been chilling on through Wednesday, slept until it's Thursday. She don't wanna leave me, not just yet. Told me all about last Friday when she went all crazy. Didn't go to bed till Saturday. I don't wanna go without, so I asked her to stay. Though she broke my heart in a million ways, but I'm putting that aside now. I'ma feel alright now, happy just as long as she's with me. I've been trying my luck every day of the week, yeah. When my baby wakes up, always down every weekend. No, I love her too much, but I just can't get enough. She's slipping through the cracks.
I am scared to speak up, but this honor reminds me that I am an artist. And to be an artist, it is my job to feel and to empathize. And for those of you who are telling us artists not to speak up in fear of losing jobs, in fear of losing careers, in fear of losing reputation, you are telling us not to be artists. And I want to say to you people that I am an artist and I refuse to sacrifice and live in the hatred of humanity. Cease fire now. Free Palestine.
Good morning, y'all. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. I hope y'all can hear me well again. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Make sure you grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is you need to get your morning going. Good morning, y'all, like it or not. It's about to go down. And before we get started, happy birthday to Q. Hey, happy birthday. Woo! By this point, he should be watching the stream, hopefully. And at this point, he probably just got a delivery to the door. So happy birthday, Q. I hope you are enjoying yourself. Have fun. Here's to 31, man. Here's to you. Happy birthday. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Y'all stay tuned, like it or not. It's about to go down. Good morning, y'all.
My baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. My baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Just so good, baby, yeah. Just so good, baby, yeah. Just so good, baby, yeah. Just so good, baby. From the struggle, long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle, long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through.
Let's go ahead and get some of these shout outs going on this morning. I see we got everybody in the building today. Let me get this tempo right. There we go. All right, let me do it. Here we go now. Let's get our shout outs going on this morning. Good morning, Bear Witness. Good morning. I see you. Good morning, Charlie Shade Dragon. Good morning. Close 22, Yogi Presser. Good morning. Funky for West. Good morning. Post Boy, good morning to you. John 1 LAW, good morning. Black Ninja 86. Jay Clee, good morning. Jay West. Jay McLean, good morning. Brian West. Oh, Brian. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you. Let's see. Meat Cakes 87. Good morning. Alicia. Hey, Alicia. I love you. Good morning to you. Juanita. Good morning. Shane Dragon. Good morning. Perry Anderson. Del Sol Verde. Good morning to you. Let me see. Make sure that May 2666. Good morning. Tyler Hackner, what's going on, Tyler? Good morning to you. Coco Flowers. B. Wakeland. Good morning, B. You silly too. I saw your video. Crazy. Good morning, Mom and Daddy. I love y'all. Mean it. Hope y'all are having a good morning. Let me see. Pamela Jones, good morning to you. Color Me Oakland. What's going on? Color Me Oakland. Good morning from Oakland. It's hella early over there. Good morning to you. Neon Death, good morning. What's going on? Charlie Martini, good morning to you. Janice Oliver, Tiger, what's going on? Jesse Camaro, good morning. Ryan Foreman, good morning. Mary Ellen Forsythe, good morning to you. Bonda, good morning. And Jay Clee. And last of all, Big Man Left Hand, good morning to you. That's Q, y'all. Happy birthday, Q. If you're in the chat room, y'all say my best friend happy birthday. Q, happy birthday to you. He is in Houston right now having a good time. So y'all wish him a happy birthday. He's there in the chat. Big Man Left Hand, happy birthday to you. Have a good day. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I got something special coming up for y'all. Right, David, me too. So, hold on, I gotta pull it up. Y'all gotta wait a minute. I thought I had it ready, but I guess not. But you know what? That's what these good old technology-driven computers are for. So, this is for Brian West. And also for Q on his birthday. Let me see. Let me give me some good music here. I think that might be good. Let's see what it sounds like. This is the one. This is it right here. All right. The jokes I'm about to tell you are funny, so you better laugh. That's what she did in the video, so y'all got to do that. Okay, here we go. How does a computer get drunk? How does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots. I can't believe someone stole my limbo stick. Like, seriously, how low can you go? What do you call a laughing motorcycle? What do you call a laughing motorcycle? A Yamaha. What did the sushi say to the bee? What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi. Wasabi. What do you call a fly without wings? A walk. What did the blanket say as it fell off the bed? Oh, sheep. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'll be a foot. What do you call it when a snowman has a temper tantrum? A meltdown. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope Wait, what y'all say? Y'all want the ones from last week too? Sure, I got you. Hold on 1 second. And if you're enjoying these dad jokes, please feel free. DJ X3C on Venmo, DJ Exclusive on PayPal. Support your boy because I'm out here doing it. I'm trying. I hope so. I'm trying to. Y'all support. Okay? So here we go. If you missed last week, this is what you missed. All right? These are from Brian. Brian, everybody. These are from Brian. Let's see what David says first. Oh, okay, he's laughing. Cool. What's blue and not very heavy? What's blue and not very heavy? Light blue. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Because it was stuck in a crack. When does a dad joke? When does a joke become a dad joke? When does a joke become a dad joke? God damn it. When it becomes apparent. What do you call a What do you call a cow that twerks? What do you call a cow that twerks? A milkshake. What do you call James Bond in a bathtub? Bubble 07. What kind of person hides in the bathroom at a party? What kind of person hides in the bathroom at a party? A party pooper. Why don't crows? No, why don't crows ever get hit by cars? Because they run each other first. Come on.
You're gonna run out of dad jokes, Bubba.
Nope, I have more. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? An irrelevant. I'm here all day, people. Thank you so much. Yay! Where's my little clapping thing? Hold on. I got you. Thank you.
I'm turning that into a GIF.
You definitely should, David. Good morning, David. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, sir.
I'm tired, but I'm all right.
Man, what? I was hoping that I ain't gonna say we didn't do the show, but we were a little late because man, I was sleepy. Now I want to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah, I was up way too late last night. So
me too.
I'm injecting caffeine into my veins as we speak.
Wow, David, it sounds like you have a problem. You want to talk about it?
No, but I think that everyone except me has a problem.
I
think I'm about to embarrass like a good portion of the people in the chat. Would be my guess. I don't know about you. My guess is you maybe too, because most people would fall into this category, but I don't have a problem. I think a lot of other people do.
David, real quick, this thing is wearing me out behind me. I know you see it. Wolverine. I'm sorry, it's looking like
I didn't know that was Wolverine because that's
I'm sorry.
I see it now, but what is it?
Oh, crap. It's a popcorn bucket.
Wow. What?
Yes.
I won't tell you where my mind went when I was like trying to figure out what it was.
Oh my gosh! Just know that it's been talked about so much over the past few days, and I went
just
to go
from
see,
that. Like I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's so Deadpool came out yesterday, and I had to get it. I saw it, and I'm like, ooh, I want this so bad, and yeah, I went on and got it. The movie is great, though. The movie is great, FYI. But I saw the bucket, and I'm like, I gotta have that. I mean, it says me all on it, and trust me, there have been a lot of jokes already with people. That's another conversation for another day. Go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
No, okay. I'm gonna embarrass everybody now in revenge. Not revenge. I don't know. Hold on.
Accuracy today, which if you've never.
Hold on.
I love that movie, by the way.
About the film Idiocracy today, which if you've never seen it, shame on you. It's almost 20 years old now, and it's a hilarious movie about a dystopian future where American society has evolved to the point where everybody is just a complete idiot. Apparently, the costume designer in this film didn't have a big budget, and she needed shoes for the characters to wear, and she wanted shoes that looked futuristic but also really stupid. She found this small startup company that was making shoes, and they weren't like out in the world yet. It was like, these shoes are perfect because they look ridiculous. And Mike Judge, the producer of the movie, was like, well, what if by the time the movie comes out, you know, this company is big and these shoes are popular and people are actually wearing them? The costume designer was like, are you kidding? These are ridiculous. Nobody's ever actually going to wear these shoes. Look at them. Guys, those shoes that appeared in the movie were Crocs. Just normal Crocs. We're all wearing idiot shoes. I'm part of the problem. I have 2 pairs and 3 more pairs on my wish list. I don't know if that's common knowledge for fans of the movie, but I read that for the first time today and just cracked up laughing. Learned something new.
Yes,
okay, so it sounds like you were aware.
Yeah, I did see this when he was doing. I'm like, oh, I did see this. Yes, and when I did,
I'm with Meat Cakes 87. There's been times I've been tempted. I'm like, maybe they're just that comfortable because everyone seems to love them. You know, Yeezy has has their own twist on it, but
the Yeezy ones are just not comfortable. But they're so comfortable. It's just like you're walking on nothing. Now, granted, after a while, to me, the little raised bumps in the bottom of them, they start like annoying your feet if you don't have socks on. But they are comfortable. I don't wear mine all the time. I wear the good old Nike slides. That's so ghetto. I would take it off, but I can't reach down there to get. But I wear the good old flip flops and socks, looking like a real black man from the hood, South Florida. That's I say that. But they feel so good. I have a pair. Actually, Q's mom had bought me a pair for Christmas, and then she bought me the little things that go in them, like the little Avengers, little pop things. I forgot what they're called, but you just pop in the top of them, and they feel so good though. This is like you're walking on air. They're probably about the best shoes, I would say, comfortability wise, that I own. That sounds bad, but yeah, they feel good.
I stick to flip flops.
Now flip flops,
like cushiony ones, but I stick to flip flops.
Yeah, like the thong sandals, David, like the Jesus slippers.
No, the ones that wrap around the foot. Nothing against the thongs, but no. Those get annoying real fast for me.
I was about to say, David out here walking with Jesus and Moses. But yes, the Nike slides are really comfortable too. That's why I've had these for years. When I tell you they are pancakes because I walk the crap out of them, man. I love these dang on shoes. See, Black Sparrow Plus gets it.
Nike slides. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think my flip flops are Nike, but they're not. They're just flip flops.
See.
Oh, okay, no. Mine are okay. So yeah, then I think mine are like a different generation.
Yeah, look how flat these are. Cause I walk the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, no, mine have seen better days.
Better days, okay, because they're so comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me. Good. Okay, so great minds think alike.
Exactly. Always.
Becca is here, so we're gonna start rolling the theme. But I think I'll segue to this because I know that Becca's gonna want to touch on something in this area.
Okay.
1 second. Where's my? Here it is. This was just too good.
Woke. Bad. I hate woke. DEI. Yeah.
I should probably just add for the podcast audience. This is a clip trying to imagine how they're thinking of all the terrible attempts to smear Kamala Harris.
Woke. Woke bad.
I hate woke.
DEI. Right. Woman. Yucky woman. Yucky woman. Woman bad. Brown. Giggles. Pantsuit?
Yeah,
What?
no,
Huh? What?
okay.
What did you say? What?
Okay.
Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Totally crazy.
But no, this is how they're gonna be for real. Like, no, dead ass. They don't have nothing to say. They literally don't have anything to say. I saw one clip, y'all, and this may have been old, but I still don't care. I don't know how old it is, but all I know is like Donald Trump saying, "Do you want the black person or the white person?" Yeah, he's at a black conference, if I'm not mistaken. But he's like, "Yeah, you guys want the white guy, not the black woman." What? That's the narrative. It ain't got nothing else to say, man. And I can't wait for that presidential debate. When I tell you Kamala is gonna eat that ass up, and I can't wait. Like it or not, y'all, it's about to go down. Y'all stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. Love y'all, mean it. David, roll that damn intro.
Here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. We're about to let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. We're about to let's start this damn show like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics scheming, trying to find the meaning of life. And while the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like it or not starts now.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, ooh.
Good morning, and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it.
I'm your host, Rebecca Azor, and I am partnered with my boy, the best DJ in the land, James Bubba Williams. We don't have Benjamin P. Dixon today, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So we'll hold it down while he is doing what he needs to do as the family guy. And so, listen, it is Saturday. So much has gone through the week. I heard your commentary on Donald Trump's recent commentary. And we have so much to cover, but you know what it is. You know what the protocol is. Before we get to that, how was your week? I know it's been a long week of events, more
My
events. It just
gosh.
seems like we're living in, I don't even know, just like an alternate universe with not like, got a piece of eyelash in my eye. With an alternate universe without it being like some fun stuff like we see on
Right.
the movies we watch. But with that being said, how was your week, James Bubba
Well,
Williams?
I don't know if you ever seen Stranger Things, but this is the upside down that we're in, where
Okay.
basically everything is just like all over the place. That's what it seems like, because this has just been, I don't know. The week hasn't been bad, but it's just like it was a long week, first of all,
Absolutely.
because Wednesday felt like Friday, Thursday felt like Monday, and Friday felt like, I don't know. It's just the week was long, but it wasn't bad at all. It's a good week overall, but there's just so much going on, with starting with Biden saying that he's stepping down, which I expected that. I had heard that like a week prior, and I was actually going to ask y'all about that the show before last, and then it happened. I'm like, damn, he actually did it. Then I'm glad he endorsed Kamala, but Kamala's been coming out and doing her thing, so I'm very excited, and I'm for that. I'm pleased. That's what I'll say. I just hope that she has a strong showing, and I think she is. I think she's gonna step up to the plate.
Absolutely.
What else happened? Work has been working. Life has been lifing. Yeah, and people still crazy. The upside down. We in the multiverse of madness, y'all. That's what this is.
Yeah, like the multiverse of so many different areas of our life, and then having to live our true life, the reality of having to live your own life. But it is, I would say, entertaining a little bit, but then it's stressful a lot of it. And then it's like, then you got to be like, well, you know, got to figure out my own situation. But this week has been nonetheless very jam-packed. All week for me, I've been covering some shows. I was on Mark Lamont, Leftist Mafia, did the few with Olay, and we're here. I did that thing. I wanted Ben to come so I can say, at least I didn't drop the full episode or a full episode of Shades of Good News, but I did drop a little baby teaser. And then I had a July check-in. So if you didn't see, and the teaser is about 5 seconds long, that with the my intro, my little opening on my show. But you know what I'm saying? But it just let y'all know it's here. Okay, your girl, you know, it's here. So Shades of Good News is coming, but I don't know. It's gonna come next Wednesday. That's when it's coming. So last week when we talked to you guys on Saturday, it feels like just yesterday. Actually, that's how jam-packed this week felt, so quick. But last week we said that we're going to do what God told us to do, and I said I was going to do something on my page and make sure I speak to my audience, you know, let them know that I'm here, and I did just that. If you didn't catch it, we do a July check-in where we're checking in, and I'm talking about a couple of personal milestones, reiterating the milestone that I reached this year, not only reaching the age of 34 years old, God bless you, and I was here when I turned 30 with y'all, so imagine. But not only turned 34 years old just 2 months ago, but also no longer having the precancerous cells after 6 years of positive results. We finally came to a negative. We discussed this already, but I said I have to do more in celebrating myself, even though I've been going through a lot, but we gotta, like Rebecca has to do more in celebrating herself, and not being feeling like I'm guilty for doing so. So that's what we're doing these days. Then, you know, no Bob today, got the wig in. We put Old Faithful and back in for the week because I was like, "Girl, I can't do no more heat on the hair." So I was like, "Girl, you know what I'm saying? The bob is cute. Look, not you feel me, but look, not you feel me, but but I needed to, find. I love that I'm a kitchen beautician. Y'all know what that is, when you can't, you not going out to get your hair done because you want to save a coin, but you know how to do it. So you be in the kitchen, not cooking fried chicken, but cooking what's in the back, the beats, and getting it right. So I had to pull out Old Faithful. Old Faithful been with me for a long time. Yeah, this hair, everybody asked me about. Look, I sound like this post that I did on. I did this post right years ago, and I had this like natural hair in it's like this, right? Just long story short. And I was like, I know so many people have been asking me about this hair, the style of it, where I got it from. And I don't like to gatekeep. So ladies, this hair goes, you can find this at www.blockhisnumber. Somebody felt that in their spirit. Somebody felt that. Somebody felt that just now in their spirit. Somebody felt that in their spirit. Sometimes you're coming to look for something else. You're looking for the hair details, but there is a message within the message. If you just hold on a little bit longer, there's a message inside of that. And the people in the comments was like, "Girl, I was actually thinking you was about to give the details on the hair." What? And you done spoke to my spirit. And I just did that right now. I don't know who I spoke to just now, but it hit you in your shanana. It hit you in your shanana. Yeah. But
I wasn't ready.
Okay. See, it comes when you're least expecting it. I don't know who that word was for. I don't know. But block his number today, sis, and that's all right. Some people like to tell you that blocking their number is too much. You're giving too much energy. No, but you're saving yours. You're creating boundaries. You're protecting your space and you're protecting yourself. Block her number. Sometimes she's that red flag.
Hello.
Block their number. Sometimes they are that red flag. I don't care. Protect your peace, beloved. And all right.
She over here speaking today. And it's not even.
Okay. We ain't even get started. Anyways, Faithful been with me 6 years.
Damn, 6 years?
Oh, 6 years, baby. Maybe more than that. Maybe 7. Cut this, dyed this. This hair used to be super long. If you go to the earlier Like It or Not episodes, when we came back, it was super dark, super long. And then I was like, let's do something new. Bleach the bottom, try to give me some beach waves. And I throw her in that closet every time. I'm like, I just want to do some natural hair. I throw her up in there in that closet. And for days, for a time like this, she's good. And this is Love Me Hair. Love Me Hair needs to sponsor me. Love Me, LUV. See, I ain't gatekeeping. This is a clip-on wig. And I know, because I'm a kitchen beautician. I know how to adjust her so that she gives the people what it needs, a good blend out.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do me a man installation one day.
So love me hair, lovemehair.com. Make sure you go to, because there's a lot of fake ones. So if y'all been asking me about these hairs that I be getting, these weaves that I just attach quick and good to go. Love me hair, LUV, hair.com. With that being said, the week has been jam-packed. We have so much to cover. Of course, we're going to cover specifically. Of course. Look,
right. I just thought about that too.
A bit of a busy break, or we might just jam pack this and let y'all go quickly. But we have a lot done, and before we do all of that, y'all just be prepared because it's going to be heavy. It's going to be real, and it is going to be. Just be in the comment section right now if you're watching. Before you do anything else, like, share, and what?
Subscribe.
Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. We are streaming on James Bubba Williams page. We're streaming on Like It or Not page. We're streaming on, I believe, Benjamin Dixon's page. And of course, we're streaming on Rebecca Azor's page, because this is what Like It or Not with Rebecca Azor. And so, hello. And so, with that being said, if you are here, make sure you support. And I'm going to start right out the gate with it. Patreon.com/Like It or Not. Patreon.com/Like /like it or not. And once again, your girl is doing this now full time. I ain't getting no coin. So please, they're about to take the money for the system we're using right now, and we got to make sure it's paid. So if you can, head over to Becca's Voice, because it comes from my account, Becca's Voice, so that we can make sure we have this system paid out, and to make sure we got the lights on in this place that I'm using, calling home, because they ready to knock at the door like they did last week. But we're here, and I love you guys so much thus far for the support. And we're gonna get straight to the news, because there are people who are wanting to pull their support for Kamala Harris because of her past. So much to discuss with that. Donald Trump's recent, what you were talking about just now, Bubba, Donald Trump's recent conversations and commentary on having a black or white president. The Fox News up in arms about Kamala Harris skipping at that time the Netanyahu meeting to go and speak to a room full of Zeta Phi Betas. Okay, some Zetas. Yeah, she went and spoke with them, and Fox News was like, a colored sorority.
Wow.
A colored sorority. And guess what word was trending in the Twitter sphere? Colored. In 2024. All right, so I want to start with Joe Biden. Joe Biden gave a love letter to the nation. And I call it a love letter because that was what it was more so kind of giving. A love letter to the nation, stepping down and talking about why he's stepping down and saying that it's not about him, it's about us. He reveres his position, but he knows that it's more about what the people want and what is necessary in this time. We'll get your comments after, but here's a short clip. If you missed some of it, here's a little bit of the vibes that Joe Biden gave with his departure love letter to the nation.
Hold on. I had the Trump thing pending.
But
it's coming. Hold on.
And it's coming. But with that being said, I can't wait for us to get to the Kamala conversation.
Child.
But before we get there, Joe Biden, what did you have to say?
My fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office. In this sacred space, I'm surrounded by portraits of extraordinary American presidents. Thomas Jefferson wrote the immortal words that guide this nation. George Washington, who showed us presidents are not kings. Abraham Lincoln, who implored us to reject malice. Franklin Roosevelt, who inspired us to reject fear. I revere this office, but I love my country more. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president. But in the defense of democracy, which is at stake, I think it's more important than any title. I draw strength and I find joy in working for you. But this sacred task of perfecting our union, it's not about me, it's about you. Your families, your futures. It's about we, the people. We can never forget that. And I never have. I've made it clear America's at an inflection point. One of those rare moments in history when the decisions we make now will determine our fate of our nation and the world for decades to come. America's going to have to choose between moving forward or backward, between hope and hate, between unity and division. We have to decide, do we still believe in honesty, decency, respect, freedom, justice, and democracy? In this moment, we can see those we disagree with not as enemies, but as fellow Americans. Can we do that? Does character in public life still matter? I believe I know the answer to these questions because I know you, the American people. And I know this, we are a great nation because we are good people.
We're a great nation because we are good people. Now, he said so much more, and if you watched, it's almost like he had he lets you know what he did for the country. He said, I'm not leaving this administration basically without letting y'all know what I did for this country, what I did for Black folks who I hired. I hired Ketanji Brown. I had to the Supreme Court. I hired, I hired Kamala Harris. He let y'all know what he did for the DEI. He also let you know what he did for the country, what he did with loans, what he did for like all of these different things. And I believe he mentioned how he wants to get the hostages back from Hamas, and he didn't mention. Of course, we know he's on the side of Israel. So people were waiting for that commentary and received that. He stood 10 toes down on what he's been standing on this whole time. But he did not. It's almost like y'all, I don't want to leave this seat, damn it. But y'all gonna make me do this. Reportedly, Chuck Schumer had met with Joe Biden right before he made the speech, or not right before this made the speech, but a week before he made the speech, saying that this is what the people want. They want you to step down. And reportedly, they said that he told Chuck Schumer, give me a week. And what did we get after a week? We got this. We got the tweet. Immediately after the tweet, we got the endorsement for Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to run for president. And then we got this goodbye love letter, and that he has still a few more months in office before we make the transition to whoever does win the next presidential seat. And so what I got from this whole thing was, okay, we hear it. A lot of people have flipped it, or not flipped it. I said their perception and their talking points online and how they viewed it was that, oh, he didn't want to give up. He was being ignorant. He was being not ignorant. He was being so selfish when he didn't want to give up that seat. And we can tell he still has a little sprinkle of that in his speech. However, others are saying this is why he will be revered as president of the United States at this time, because he is somebody who decided to do what's right for the country and step out of the way selfishly. Donald Trump could never. He would make sure that he stood 10 toes down in being president because of popularity, because of his selfishness, and because he cares about only himself. Now, his pride. But here, although we know how much this man wanted this seat, we know that he's ran for president before our time and has been in the Senate, has held his whole life, has literally been in politics and government. I'm talking about Joe Biden. And so finally, after serving 2 terms alongside Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, and being the cool vice president, he became president finally. And he wants his pride wanted to keep him in the game, but he had to definitely set that behind down and rest, okay, and put them feet up and enjoy the end of his days. But I'm not saying that's soon to come, but I'm saying like it's about that time. And having Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, a woman, y'all know what I said last week about this. A woman is already problematic. America does not like women. Okay. She's Black or Indian, whether or not she's a minority. And America does not like minorities. She's a product of migrants. We know how America feels about migrants. America doesn't like migrants. She went to an HBCU. We know how America feels about HBCUs, wants to merge them with the neighboring white college, PWI. It's everywhere you can imagine. We know how they feel about that history. We're seeing how they feel about people that are part of pan-Hellenic organizations, Black ones, Greek organizations. Colored is what they're calling it now. We know how America feels about that. Listen to me and listen to me good. We've seen recently what Win with Black women did, and what they did.
Yes.
Was gather up Black leaders, Black women, Black soccer moms, Black whatever woman on a phone call of 44,000 and told them what it's going to look like, what we're going to do, and how we're going to do it. They set the precedence right then and there. And because of women, black women doing that 44,000, raising over $1 million on that phone call alone, every other group of people decided, oh, we need to set the rules. We need to get on Zoom calls and set the rules. White women got on a Zoom call. Black men, right after the black women got on, black men organized to get on the phone call. LGBTQIA plus community organized to get on a phone call. White men, I just saw, organized to get on a phone call. This is what they've been seeing, and they've raised over millions of dollars on these different phone calls. Now, with all that being said, what a beautiful energy to be in. But like I said, on the countless shows I was on this week, working 6 jobs, we have to understand that while we want to celebrate in this moment, while it'll be a beautiful opportunity and time to celebrate in this moment, black folks don't get to celebrate. We get to celebrate, but we don't get to sit in it. You know why? Because there's a work to be done. It's such a beautiful thing about what we did and the tone that we set. But after we set that tone, we got things to do, because there's a whole group of people who are believing things from 2020, things from before 2020. When, like 2018, when we found out that this woman wants to run for president. Remember that? 2019, when she was saying that she's going to run for president. Y'all remember that? Because back then, people used to let you know in advance. But then when that happened, we know I don't like her. Let me not say that, because let me be real. Right now, she's getting likable. I'm just saying she's growing on a little bit of my shoulder. She's growing like a chin hair that I catch when I'm at the light. Okay, she's growing like a chin hair. Like, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thing is, she is getting to a place where I'm like, you know what? Might not be so bad. Does that make me think that I'm going to ignore that she told a room full of migrants not to come? Remember when she was speaking about immigrants coming over to the United States? And does that make me not forget about her signing off on an Asian hate bill, which was necessary, but also saying that America is not racist when it came to Black people in the time of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor? Does that make me forget those things? No. Does that make me forget that she is a part of an administration that is literally has the blood on their hands when it comes to Gaza? No. But let me tell you something. I want you guys to all be selfish and think about you, your life, your future, and what that would look like under another 4 years with Donald Trump, Project 2025, what has already taken place and been removed when it came to the American people under Project 2025, which then Donald Trump isn't even seated yet. Immunity conversations. We're going to get to that and how it relates to Sonia Massey. Immunity conversations for police officers. Yeah. Is that what you want for your future? Kamala Harris has made commentary where she actually, and I'm telling you this, guys, because our bar is so low. I'm not saying that she isn't educated, talented, qualified, smart, in position. And I want you to grab her campaign video while I do my soliloquy, David. But
come on, soliloquy.
I want you to understand that going back to, while all this stuff that we can celebrate because it's a beautiful time and I feel like we should be celebrating, we just have such a short window until November, y'all. We're already in August, September, October, November. So we have no time to sit there because we got a room full of people on Facebook who are spewing out wrong information. She was a former prosecutor. Absolutely. She put folks in jail. Absolutely. But the lies that the people are saying that a lot of us went with for so many years when we want to say why we don't want her around. One thing, okay, you were a prosecutor. We don't like prosecutors who know what they do. We know what they're historically known for, systemically known for, excuse me. But saying that she put thousands, tens of thousands of Black men in jail, fact check that, y'all, because it's not the truth.
For real.
There's so many of your favorite journalists, and I say journalists because I want you to look for journalists or people who have been covering these types of stories, who have the facts. Go ahead. Your favorites are out here talking about it. But I want you to think about yourself. I'm being selfish in this moment. And I know that if I vote for her, that what's going to happen into the next 4 years, even if we have her and she does right, And if we have her and she does wrong, we can still hold her accountable while she's seated and start curating in those 4 years somebody to be able to take the seat after that. With Donald Trump, it will be a very tough story because even if Donald Trump doesn't wins and doesn't take the seat after the 4 years, they're going to make sure they have somebody in position for that. They're going to do so much damage than they've already done. Their projection for Project 2025, we've already seen how they undid so many things for us, what they're criminalizing and the things that they want to do. Taking away Roe versus Wade. Abortion right for women is a big deal. And they did that right up under our noses while we were fighting other fights. Criminalizing homelessness. Yeah, let's talk about it, right? Gun control. Right? Let's talk about that. Donald Trump got nicked in the ear and they didn't even talk about how did this person get access to the gun and almost assassinate a former president at a presidential campaign. They didn't talk about gun control for that. They made sure to keep the conversation out of the way for that. And that's what you want for president? No, sirree. Police immunity, when we know what police officers are doing daily, when we just watched the video, if y'all did, of what happened to Sonia Massey, 36-year-old Sonia Massey of Illinois, lost her life over a boiling pot of water. Over nothing. And that's not the first thing. We were outside during COVID, risking our lives, fighting for our rights, screaming, why are you guys shooting us? And to stop, screaming for the abolition because you guys weren't listening when we said defund. And it only caused Donald Trump to want to fund them being the police officers more. And then we're screaming out, George Floyd didn't deserve to die. Breonna Taylor didn't deserve to die. The people that Kyle Rittenhouse killed didn't deserve to die. Everything being blamed on Black Lives Matter during that time, absolutely out of control. Just imagine a world under Donald Trump, a nation under Donald Trump again. And we're getting it firsthand.
Right.
All right. Let's take a listen really quickly. Okay. Let's take a listen really quickly at the campaign video that just dropped for Kamala Harris and tell me how you guys feel about it.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, copy loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe
Oh,
from gun
man.
violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Definitely gonna probably get a hit for that on YouTube because Beyonce, of course, is the background.
Oh
But
my gosh.
fighting for our freedoms and these people trying to no, it's such a total stark difference. And before you leave, you see that was the campaign video, but I want you to also go into play if you do have the clip before you head out. And excuse us for our listening audience and our watching audience. Our producer's gonna have to step away for a second, so bear with us in that time while he's away. But right now, I want you to play before you get out of here, beloved producer, the video of Donald Trump's recent comments at a rally I don't know if this is the one where he called her, where he asked the audience, do you want a white president or do you want a black president? Or
Right.
play the one where he called her a bum, whichever works for me. Let's take a listen.
She was a bum 3 weeks ago.
Right out the gate.
She was a bum.
Wow.
A failed vice president in a failed administration with millions of people crossing, and she was the border czar. She was a bum 3 weeks ago. She was a bum. A failed vice president in a failed administration.
I'm talking really quickly, David. If you could just find the one, please. I love you so much. Where he said to vote for white or black president, because I need y'all to hear this is what y'all president's trying to do. Division immediately, and he's letting you know white president over a black president. Please, they want a white president. Yeah. Oh, Project 2025. Y'all thought it wasn't real. And y'all saying that he wants to distance himself from it. He's right there in it. Everybody else is talking for him. Okay, talking heads. But I say this to say, him calling the vice president of our nation right now a bum. Because I heard ER.
That's what I heard as well too. And somebody also said yesterday during that same speech, he said a lot during the speech yesterday, especially saying that he wasn't Christian. He said that he's not a Christian or something along that lines. And then if you vote for him, that'll be the last time that you'll ever have to vote again.
He said
Let me say that again.
A room full of evangelicals.
He said that if you vote for him, this will be the last time you'll ever have to vote again. So this man is trying to change the laws of voting altogether.
Absolutely. Let's take a listen before you head out, David. Let's take a listen to what he said. And this was in Columbia, South Carolina. We know how they get down over there. Let's take a listen.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now. Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy.
Okay.
What price?
And you see how he makes sure he says that she is black, right? And everybody else is up in arms about, is she black? Is she black? Even me, I got my answer. With a recent video I reposted on Threads, where she actually was on when she was running for president. She was on the Breakfast Club 2018, and she says, I'm black, I'll die. I was born black and I'll die black. That's what she said, y'all. I didn't make it up. She said it herself. But I say all that to say, Donald Trump wants to let you know, would you rather a black president? Just that little, like, black is bad. Black is inferior. Black ain't no good. Look what the white did for you. Look what white can do for you. White is right. And if you ain't going that way, then nah, because it's giving Hitler, dictator. Guys, be clear. Donald Trump might be an entertainer. He might have funny posts, and people like celebrities be like, "He funny, man. He funny. He put money in my pocket during COVID. He died, whatever."
No, he didn't.
But he didn't free your people. He didn't free anybody for you. He didn't do, and there was no laws that actually passed that really benefited. And I'm talking about the working class. I'm talking about the poor. What did he do for you? Y'all still toothless.
Oh, sorry.
You can't get your meds. Taxes is crazy. You owe more than you did because you had so much money coming in, remember? And now you owe so much damn money. He executed so many people, black ones, when they could have been pardoned. And he made sure that those were carried out under his presidency. And guess who gave us that tidbit? Dr. Umar. And you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I don't even like Umar, but people are out here giving y'all what the hell it is with this man. Things that are true, and y'all like, but he makes me laugh.
Being whole ass truthful, telling everything. I'm talking about he put it all out there on the table and telling y'all. Yeah. And yet they still like this man. Grabbing her in the coochie.
This same man that's literally, how many charges he got on him? The only felon in the history. of America when it comes to presidents.
Make it make sense.
But y'all want this person, and y'all mad at a prosecutor, but want a whole felon.
And a room full of black people.
I don't F with prosecutors either. But here we go. The lesser of two I don't give a damn what it is about. There are situations that are one-offs. We can't continue to keep doing the lesser of two evils thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
Every presidential election and then keep looking stupid because when we put them in office and we got them seated, we never hold them accountable. This was the lesser of two evils, but we sat your behind down and we didn't hold you accountable. We got to make sure we do the work. That's why I said we have no time to be like, oh, blackness. Yes, blackness is beautiful. Cherish it. Love it. Absolutely. Okay. But like I said on social media, be clear too, baby. Watch my words, but niggas with mics. Like I said, men with mics, women with mics, racist people with mics, the over masculine that want to talk about women having periods being a sin with mics. Girls who all they talk about is negative things about men with mics, who can't stand blackness, who are anti-black. Anything is going to be anti-black and anti-woman. We're going to hear them actually attacking the value of black women. Look at Donald Trump and what he just said about Kamala Harris. He said he literally called her a bum. An educated woman who was attorney general. A woman who made her way as she identified as black, so we'll just go with that. As a black woman and is vice president, whether we like her or not, we all got something to say about her. I do, included. But we can't take none of those things away because America always makes it so much more difficult for us to get to those places as black women. And the conversations around it is going to tell us that we are not enough. There's no value in us. We saw what happened with Ketanji, how she was spoken to, just being sworn in. Oh, y'all don't remember that? We saw even what happened, whether you like Fannie Willis here in Atlanta, who was the only one that had the audacity to go after Donald Trump because of the election interference. We saw what they did to her. Never seen that happen to no white person when we know they have skeletons falling out their closet, bones out their closet. Business. But when it comes to black women, everybody wants to be a bone collector. We heard it with our own ears. What Donald Trump said, she's a bum. Right? We can't fall into that trap. I see so many people reposting, I'm not with her, I'm not with her, I'm not with her, I'm not with her. What is that doing? Because she did this. And I put the facts in there. Nobody cares to do so. Reese Colbert, if you haven't heard of her, please go to her page. She's done countless interviews from the day that Kamala announced to now. And she has debunked all of the rhetoric that we want to place in our minds when people ask us, why not Kamala? But y'all don't want to hear the truth because you want to stick with being a contrarian. It's so cute to be reverse intellectualism. For me as a black person, I know the right way to go is just to go with Kamala Harris, but I prefer to go with Donald Trump. Well, why?
Why?
I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, different your behind into homelessness. Well, they're gonna criminalize it. You're gonna be
in the jail. Thank you.
But let's be for real. A different your behind into say you were Sonia Massey, but that police officer had immunity under Donald Trump. Be selfish with yourself right now. Think about what the hell it's gonna look like under a Donald Trump presidency for you. Whether or not we like the person, this is how politics go. We ain't never gonna like everything the person does.
Exactly.
Do you think that when she's seated, we're still not gonna be in front of the White House? We're still not gonna be online having conversations about how she's carrying out what's happening in Palestine? Are you crazy? No, we're still gonna hold her accountable. We're gonna see. Your expectations cannot be for her to be this grand person. If we're gonna be real, your expectations cannot be for her to be 100% different than the administration that she is part of right now as vice president. It's going to be a Biden administration remixed.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But it is going to have more hope than you can imagine than under a presidency under Donald Trump.
I'm here for it because look at it. Donald Trump can't say anything about Kamala besides calling her a bomb. And you already know what else is going to come out. He's going to call her a black bee, I'm sure, sometime before November.
Yeah.
Everybody's already said it. And I'm sure that's going to happen. But I'm like, come on, y'all, think about it. Kamala's out here talking about real life stuff. What is Slump talking about? Nothing. He has said anything that he has done that has been on TV, it has been no substance. And for people to be out here talking about I'm not with her, y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind, as my daddy used to say. Like for real.
Oh, your daddy used to say that. My good sis, Jasmine Sullivan, she got a song that I absolutely love. She said, "You must be at your rabbit ass mind," and I get it now. You psychopath. You're not thinking how you're trying to think and how you're trying to be a contrarian, be the one that's on the opposite side, be the reverse intellectualist, be the one who is the elite black that has this thought process that isn't like the other blacks. And do you not think that's systemic? Do you not think that's systemic? Do you not think that it's gonna listen? Everybody before you has fought a different type of fight. I'm not, and you know what's so funny? The people who are going to be attacked are going to be the black women that are going to be attacked. That's the values of the black women that are going to be attacked is going to be ones that are from both sides. A conservative black woman, she's going to be attacked, and so is what they would call the leftist, the progressive black woman. She's going to be attacked. Black women, period, are going to be attacked in this time. They don't give a damn. Be mindful. I'm telling you right now on this channel, right here on Like It or Not, we are going to debunk things. We're going to have real conversations. We're going to talk about what we want to hold her accountable for moving forward. We're making a plan. Okay? I spoke with some great grassroots people yesterday on Olay's show, which is going to be dropping, about what to expect when it comes to Kamala Harris, because people don't want to look at, we can't compare it to Obama energy from when everybody was wanting to vote for him and how everybody came out for him and what that looked like at the time. It looked like, no, baby, this is that. And I'm going to tell you why. Before a week ago, we were like, this is what we got, God. This is what we got, Lord. He's not, and we're talking about Joe Biden. We're just going to have to figure out how to make this work. I just don't know. And boom, Kamala Harris. I said this all week. She may not be the hero that we wanted. But goodness gracious, Gertrude. She's the hero that we actually didn't know we needed. We didn't even know we had her as an option for real. Although there was speculation, and y'all got it right this time. There was speculation that he was building her up to be endorsed to run for president. And y'all were right. So now that we're right, let's get it to happen. They're saying that it may not be possible. Reuters, even though I don't take those things seriously, has also put out a poll and said that she is already 2 points above Donald Trump. And that was just a few days ago. We know it changes daily, hourly, whatever. But that means that we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I need y'all to understand this needs to be more than a popular vote. This needs to be a win. This needs to be a win. Kamala Harris. She decided not to meet with Netanyahu, which we know an Israeli leader, and she decided not to meet with them due to we don't know what the reasons were for real, but she decided to meet with a group of Pan-Hellenic Greek organization, Black Greek organization, Zeta Phi Beta, which is, if y'all know them by colors, the blue and white women. And
Right.
decided to meet with them and speak into a room of them because I believe that she's good at reading the room. One thing about it, we might be like, girls, because Netanyahu's speech on the Congress floor or on our solid floor here in America, everybody was clapping about him, saying that he basically is going to make sure that the job is done in Palestine, genocide. And people clapping and him standing 10 toes down on that in his commentary, in his speech about obliterating more people in Gaza, about how it has to be done and has to be carried out with his ally, American leaders. We know that Joe Biden has been somebody who supported it. Couldn't say ceasefire, but was able to say humanitarian pause. 4 hours for Palestinians to run or figure out a place of shelter. Remember that, y'all? Couldn't even say ceasefire. I heard Kamala Harris say ceasefire and push towards something of the sort. But she also mentioned the hostages and bringing them home and continuing basically to Israel. She said it, she stood 10 toes down on this too. Israel has the right to defend itself. But what about Palestine? What about Gaza? What about the people there as well? So at least, and I'm going to say this again, the bar is completely is below hell. It's below hell. But at least we have this person who is mentioning a possible ceasefire or just the word saying, acknowledging the deaths that's happening in Palestine. She did that. But she chose, because listen, to read the room. Imagine her being seated in front of that and on that floor while Netanyahu is speaking and doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on obliterating Palestinians in the name of Israel. Imagine her being in that room at the time while people are cackling and clapping and all those things. She said, I'm going to go speak to a room of Zeta Phi Beta women, and we're going to talk about the next steps about what we need to do here in America to get me in office and how I'm going to help you guys.
Right.
And that, to me, is strategic, smart. And she went and had her personal conversation outside of the public eye with Netanyahu. Do I like it? No. But is it just strategic and smart? Absolutely 100%. Yep. And that's how politics works, whether we like it or not. So with that being said, I don't know where your heart is for a lot of people, but mine is in bettering America and bettering my experience in America. Knowing what happened, I'm going to move it on to just a more somber place. So be prepared for that. Our producer isn't here yet, so I'm not going to have any visuals. And I think that's a good thing for the next story I'm going to cover for you guys. But Sonia Massey. I don't know if you guys heard about the story came out or was brought to our attention this week. And I'm going to get a transcript so I can read a little bit of something for you guys. Give me one moment while I do that. So in this moment, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds, about 60 seconds to prepare your mind and to prepare your mind, because I'm about to go in on this and it may be a little heavy for some people. So give me a couple of moments and I will grab that and we will move forward. Give me a second. I'm feeling heavy just getting ready to talk about it. So bear with me because I want to make sure I honor her properly. And in the meantime, I want you to remember that while I'm telling this story, I want you to remember that Donald Trump said that he wanted immunity under his presidency for police officers. Okay, and that is keep that in mind. Immunity from police officers. So whatever the hell they got going on, um, we know if they were to kill somebody in duty, they may have immunity because they were in duty. Now, Sonia Massey, she is an Illinois woman, 36 years old, who was fatally shot by a deputy. And this was while responding to her 911 call when she actually called 911 for herself and ended up getting a gunshot to her head. And this is according to autopsy, but not only autopsy, there is actual body cam footage that came out later because of it. That shows, because of them trying to cover it up, that came out later. But it shows exactly what happened. And if you're like me, I could not stomach. I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I couldn't. A video of a woman who called for help on July 6th in Springfield, Illinois, because she thought an intruder was coming into her home. I don't know why this is making emotional, but it is. But and police officers answered the call. And when they got to her door, she said, "Please don't hurt me." And they asked her, why would we hurt you? You called us. Came into her home, asked her a few questions. We're sitting down. She walks over to the stove because they actually see a boiling pot of water on the stove. They told her to go turn it off. She walks over to the stove. Police officers all fidgety. He says something to her, and she basically stating like, "You better not touch that boiling pot of water or basically like hurt me with that pot of water."
That water. Yep.
She says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And he says, "I could shoot you in your effing face right now." She then gets on her knees, basically trying to cover herself, saying, "I'm sorry," pleading for her life. And immediately, seconds later, she got 3 shots later, a shot that went underneath her eye and out of her neck. So much blood was on the ground in the kitchen, and that boiling pot of water was still there. So they initially told, and I wish I had David here now, the family that the intruder did it.
Oh, wow.
The family did not know, guys, until they saw on the news. They initially told the family that the intruder was the one. So the family, the father, son, everyone was under the impression that an intruder came in and did, shot her to death. Covered it up. In the body cam footage, you can see exactly what happened. The partner police officer that was with, and I want to say this man's name, this trash, Sean Grayson. He is the sheriff's deputy who shot her. And a partner that was with him, when he seen that happen, it's on his body cam.
Yeah.
Because Grayson's camera must have been off. And after shooting her, the partner runs over and says, "I'm going to go get this is heard on the body cam. I want you guys to be 100% clear." After shooting her, a Black woman, 36 years old, dead, on the ground. And I'm sorry for those of you who watched the video. The partner says, "I'm going to go get a med kit." Grayson, who shot her, said what he said, it was a headshot. She's done.
He said, yeah, she's like, it's a headshot. There's no need to get the kid.
And his voice was so cold. Outside, there were many officers. There's a 36-minute video. I want y'all to know.
Yeah.
Outside, there was many officers, or an over 30-minute video. There were many officers that all got together. Thank you, David, for coming back. There are many officers that got together. David, could you grab a clip of Sonia Massey's father, any one of them speaking on her murder, please? In the meantime, but the Sean Grayson was outside with all the other officers, and they were basically saying she's a effing crazy bee. She's this. Grayson was saying that, trying to build a story up. She's crazy. She's psychotic. Yada yada. All of that and above, and tried to build a story up. Mind you, this was on July 6th. The body cam footage didn't come out until earlier this week, and then they brought the sheriff in on the 17th, July 6th, July 17th. The family was under the impression that the Sonia Massey, who should be here right now, was murdered because of an intruder. And not only until they heard it or seen it come out in the news that they found out that this was the job of a police officer.
Yeah.
That the police officer murdered their child. And now, here we go. Every time somebody is killed, their family member has to step into activism. They got to get the justice for their family member. They got to get the justice for their daughter. They got to get the justice for their son. They got to get the justice for their mom. They got to get the justice for their dad. Y'all, I say this time and time again on this channel, on this show. Black people to cops are looked at as, for target practice, shoot to kill, shoot immediately, thug, inferior, unnecessary. And you can restart if you need to, Bubba. And
yeah.
And with that being said, all of this going into what is it called? Mental health, right? Because I want to talk about that. That's a thing that I first put out when I heard the news, because everybody was saying, oh, why talk about mental health? Why bring that up? That makes it seem as if she, that takes away from her and how police officers shoot Black people. No, it doesn't. That's another aspect to it. Another blind spot when it comes to policing. They are not trained to de-escalate, especially when it comes to mental health issues. When she called in 911, she thought there was an intruder. They brought a police officer. They can tell that she was shaken up. Coming into the home and seeing that there was some mental issue. And the reason why I am saying mental issue, because her son actually stated that her son and daughter stated that she did suffer from mental health issues, anxiety, I believe, heavy anxiety. I think it was schizophrenia. So with that being said, if the police officer who didn't know this information was aware that there was some kind of issue, instead of calling her a crazy bitch, if they were trained well enough, if that was something that and to de-escalate something, they would have called in help, proper help, to de-escalate the situation and get her the help that she needed, because she called for help. She called for help and ended up losing her life because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And here's my spiritual side speaking. I believe that when she looked in the eyes of that man, she already knew what was up. And because what Black people know when it comes to policing, whether you are going through a mental breakdown, and mind you, we all, if we want to talk about that, when it comes to police officers, our cognitive, our everything about us starts to get afraid and scared. Any mental issues that we have are now heightened. Anything. First thing she said when the people got to her door was, do not hurt me. Mental issue or not, she understood what police officers do to Black people. I'll never forget when I got pulled over. I told you I told this story in January. I was by myself with that police officer in the nothing of night, the dark of night. Just me and that police officer who told me to get out of my vehicle, told me I should be going to jail, was getting an attitude with me because he heard my sister when I called her and put her on the speaker, made me get out of my car in high heels and negative-degree weather and walk the street by myself, claiming that I was drunk. And I will never forget his eyes. All I could remember is these blue eyes. And I said, if I make the wrong move, God knows what will happen. I had to say, can I reach over because my purse flipped over? I was so scared trying to get to my purse. And when he came, my purse flipped over. I was so scared trying to get to my purse. I was flustered. I was afraid. And I had to ask, can I reach over and get my license? Because it fell. And he said, sure, yeah. But I didn't even reach over and get it. I was too scared. I kept my hands on the wheel. Y'all. So when she said, please don't hurt me at the beginning of this whole interaction with the cops, and just minutes later, she loses her life to a headshot that the police officer was proud of and got to sleep every single night after the police department decided to come up with a BS story to give to the family. He slept every single night until July 17th. From July 6th to July 17th, he slept every single night knowing that he murdered this woman. And Donald Trump wants to give police officers immunity. Let's take a listen to what her father had to say when it came to the murder of 36-year-old Sonia Massey out of Illinois.
I want to say again, I'm calling for the sheriff's resignation because I think it's a culture to treat this family this bad, to call these lies. If it were not for that camera footage, we as a people, they would have lied and they'd have lied their way right out of this. So he needs to resign. So no matter who of his emissaries try to come and talk to me, I'm not going to talk to anybody unless my attorney's with me, because you will never twist anything I said. I'm very clear and I'm very eloquent. He needs to resign.
And that's him calling for the resignation. There's another clip I think in the same interview. That's her son and behind him. That's her son who stated that when I saw it on the news, I went to go call my family because that's when I seen it on the news in the same interview. And he also says, like, you know, he was under the impression that it was the intruder. We're still in the month of July, so this happened this month. And just on the 17th, the officer was brought in.
Yeah.
But on the 6th, the incident happened. And just in this week, we basically got the footage.
And my whole thing of this, y'all, is really, let's think about this. Because you already went in there with the knowing of you were going to hurt this person. Because let's be honest, what is a effing boiling pot of water gonna do against the gun? So out the gate, you came ready to shoot this woman for the simple fact that if she did come at you with a boiling pot of water, your outfit and all the goddamn clothing that you have on, you're going to be protected. Nothing's going to happen to you. So why even kill this person? Why can you use a taser?
She was on her knees begging to stop.
Only her knees begging. So, and I'm trying to prevent myself from using the language that I want to use, but I'm just like, it makes absolutely no sense.
And it breaks my heart because yesterday I was cooking and I went, Haitians will boil some water while we're cleaning our meat and we'll put that boiling water on top of the meat to, help clean it out, get the meat smell out of it before we cook it. It's like a pre-cooking. And when I went over to the boiling pot of water, And it's making me emotional right now because I just thought about God. It was just this that made this, that the lady, it was boiling and they told her to go over and turn it off. And then basically told her it's a weapon to them or tried to make it seem that way. And she's just like, it's just a boiling part of water. Like, I'm not going to hurt you with this. And I'm just looking at that pot yesterday just boiling and I'm like, somebody lost their life because of this in their home. She was 36. She called for help. She called for help, y'all. And they killed her. They killed her. They murdered her. They executed her. Sean Grayson executed her. And she's a mother, she's a daughter, a friend who needed help. And if she knows that she was aware, herself was aware that she needed help and she called for it. And the first thing she said when those police officers got to her door was, please don't hurt me. And a few minutes later, she was laying in her kitchen floor like a freaking crime scene, which they tried to cover up. And we can't imagine how many times these people are covering up things like this. And they wonder why we say, like, defund the police, abolish the police, because that system was literally created for just that, historically, to just kill us. He felt threatened because she's seen the evil in him. Because you can't tell me that I rebuke you in the name of Jesus is telling you that I need a headshot to literally execute me in my home. I'm telling you, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. It is absolutely mind-boggling. I could not watch the video, but what I can point out as well, and this is no slight to anybody, but even in, we broke it down on, and I really appreciate the guys for talking about it with me on Leftist Mafia. But I know so many people that look like me who were not able to watch the video because it's almost like we've seen it 1,000 times already.
Yeah.
And what it does to us and our mental and how it breaks us down. And just me reading about it messed me up. So I can't imagine looking at it and what it could do to me and knowing that this person is only 2 years older than I am, who just called out for help, who just needed some help. And in talking to them about it, they were all able to watch it and see it from, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. And I know some see how Black people looking at it, and it's like, that could have been me. We're looking at it like, oh my God, that could be me. That could be my aunt. That could be my mom. That could be my friend. That could be my sister. That could be my brother, my father, whatever. We're so tired. We're so hurt. So imagining Donald Trump put something in place where he gives these type of officers immunity, y'all, so many stories about that we missed because they have hidden them. Police departments have made up stories and allowed these police officers to continue to get away with this type of behavior because they felt like this inferior person was speaking to them in such a way. This inferior person spoke to that hurt child within them in the police department. There's no vetting that happens. There's nothing. This man has a history of this type of behavior, moving from police department to police department to police department to police department. All they got to do is take themselves to another city and apply, and they're in. Why? So when we're rallying in the streets like this, when we're out in the streets like this and we're talking about this type of stuff, why are they telling us we're doing too much, that we're putting police lives in danger, when historically in this country, it's been our lives that have been in danger from day one, although it was built off of our backs? We are the ones that will always look like we're the target, the thugs, the problem. No matter where we go or what we're doing, our communities get bombed. When they tell us to get away from them, we get away from them. They get upset and they come and bomb our communities, and they still are able to flourish the next day. Just a generation ago. Here in Georgia, so many communities where police officers are involved with the communities, with the people of the communities, where they are make sure to keep it a sundown town, to make sure that Black people will always feel uncomfortable when they go there. My brother right now, every day I'm scared for him, every single damn day, y'all. Because of how the economy is, he had to take a job with Amazon, and he's doing that here in the streets of Georgia and in this deep ass sundown town area. And they know they're sending him out there to go do so many jobs in a day. And because he does so well, they keep sending him deeper and deeper into these sundown towns. The stories that he tells me of people holding their guns, telling him, don't come up any further, boy. As he's delivering packages, semi trucks trying to run him off the road, looking him in his eye. He was so scared where his truck almost, this is recent, where his truck almost spun out of control because a racist ass semi truck driver trying to run him off the road. He had to sit on the side of the road, close to tears, going into places where he sent me pictures of them having racist ass gnomes on their lawn of Black figurines. I got the pictures. The dark faces, pink lips on their freaking lawns. One place where the guy sicked his dog out on him. I'm telling you, y'all, this is not a game. I talk about Sonia Massey because that could be me. And I talk about her because Donald Trump just recently talked about giving police officers the opportunity to do whatever the hell they want, essentially, with the conversation of immunity. Did he mention Sonia Massey? We didn't hear anything about that. And in a few weeks, she will just be a forgotten hashtag. Until another name pops up. I'm tired. And this is why I say I got to be selfish with mine. I don't give a damn about anything else. She's the only one that mentioned Sonia Massey and how we need to do some changes in the system. And because of that, that's enough for me, because the dangerous rhetoric and what could happen with cops they already get a slap on the wrist until they're caught. But imagine immunity for what happens when they're on duty. Imagine. So when we talk about this is so much more for us. This is so much and so many layers to it. The emotional pain, what it's doing to our own mental, having to understand that police are not trained to de-escalate on purpose. They show up as, I'll change my battery out. They show up as somebody's calling for help for a mental issue. They're showing up as the damn therapist or the mental health de-escalator. They're showing up in that type of way. They're showing up as the domestic violence help. They're showing up for all of that type of, no, they're not trained for this. They're only trained to shoot and kill, and specifically and especially in specific towns, they get this kind of stuff every single day. Every single day. Go ahead, Bubba.
Yeah, it's disheartening, especially because living as a Black person in this country, getting pulled over by the police, you never know. It's crazy. Like, I got pulled over a few weeks ago, driving home, and they told me, if y'all would have heard how this cop really got out the car, bro, I was ready to cuss this man out. He was a Latino cop or whatever. And the way that he was just acting, it was just like, says what it was. I ran through I went through a red light. There was a car in front of me. Now, granted, there was probably maybe a little bit less than a car length's distance between me and the other car. But as we're going through the light, the car in front of me decides to slow down and then decides to slow down as he's going through the yellow light. So I didn't decrease my speed. I kept on going right behind him because I was going to make the light. Both of us could have made it. And as soon as I went through the intersection, the lights came on. I already knew what it was. I'm like, this motherfucker is about to get me for running this light. So pulled over, and he's like, do you know how close you were following that truck? I'm like, I wasn't that close to the truck. Yes, you were. If you would have slammed on Drake, bro, I'm a grown ass man, bro. Don't talk to me like that. You trying to quote facts and spit shit about how this is. Do you know how many people died at this intersection? I don't give a fuck. I mean, I do, but I don't, because the way you coming at me is like I'm trying to kill somebody. I'm trying to go home, bro. And you over here scolding me, talking about you could have did this, you could have did that. You can shut the fuck up is what you can do and leave me alone. Give me this ticket and let's go.
Like that to them because you it'll be a problem.
It would be. And Becca, I wanted to so bad. And my mom was on the phone.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
had somebody on the phone.
And I'm like, Mama, this cop is being a straight up asshole, Mama, and I'm about to cuss his ass out because you can just give me a ticket. I don't need all this extra shit. I already got stuff going on. You want to come up here and scold me like I'm 2-year-old? Bro, give me this ticket and let's go. Then this other white cop pulls up and is gonna stand on the side of the car. What do you want?
Because now, it's funny because they have to go in pairs now. But I'm glad that what happened at there was somebody there with their body cam footage on, because they're supposed to have it on, but they're not leaving their body cam footage on purpose. And they are getting away with things, even though by law, this is why the reason why we asked for a long time ago. We've been protesting in the streets for years and finally was able to get some body cam footage. Y'all remember what happened to Rodney in the 90s when he was beat to death by a cop, and because I think it was on video on VHS or something, they were able to go out and do that and say that this happened so that cops wouldn't lie about it. Finally, we're talking about decades and decades later, we were able to get body cam footage to be something, but that's because we kept protesting and within the streets after anything happened or trying to hold them accountable, because this is what holding people accountable, even though we got to deal with the police system because they're not going to be abolished, or they weren't going to be abolished, especially in that time. We knew that at least holding them accountable, getting that body cam footage, we thought would be able to stop things, but now they're not even turning them on.
Mm-hmm.
And police are actively covering up. Police departments are actively covering up these things in the name of their police.
Mm-hmm. At this point, there should be no reason that body cam footage can be turned off by the officers. Mm-hmm. It needs to be one of those things. Somebody just said in the chat that if you are on duty, your body cam should be on at all times, and the only one that can cut it off is someone at a police station that has access to do that. There should be no reason these body cam footage is going off. And if I'm not mistaken, they said his body cam footage wasn't on, but I think they released body cam footage from Grayson's camera. Mm. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if that was a different angle, but I think that there was
two different angles. I think there were two different angles. And allegedly his body camera footage wasn't on. See, that's how they tried to spin the story. But let's take a listen to Sonia Massey's son.
Well, I got a call from the hospital, actually. I never got a call from the police or whatever. But they told me that my mom, I got shot in the eye and it came out her neck. And they didn't tell me who. They were just saying somebody. They never would tell me who. They just kept on saying someone shot her. They would never tell me who shot my mom, though. So, and I think I was the first person to find it out, too. I had to go tell my grandma myself. Mm. That's all I can say.
And you kept asking who?
Yeah, and they wouldn't tell me at all.
That's what Black lives mean in this country. I know the Black Lives Matter slogan has lost its credibility to some people, but when we say Black Lives Matter, why we scream that, why we were screaming that, or what we say when we say abolish the police or defund the police or all of these things, they're not for nothing. I don't care what y'all think about Black people or whatever. What America thinks about Black people, we are right when we out here protesting. We are talking about Black lives. Listen to what they told this child. Nothing. Already scheming to bring up some kind of storyline to match it so Grayson can remain sheriff and continue to do this stuff. Once they get away with it, they continue to do it. There are officers who literally take the duty just to go shoot to kill. Especially when you're Black, because they believe that your life does not matter. This has to stop. Y'all, this has to stop. I was in the store again. It heightens again the feelings that we have. I was in the store again and I said, I just kept looking around. It was at night and I was afraid just in walking into the parking lot. And I was scared. What if somebody comes to get me? I was getting gas yesterday evening. And I said, what if somebody kills me right here? What if a police officer decides that they want to come and shoot me, or all those type of things come into my head? What if a mass murderer just comes in just to get me because I'm Black, or whatever the case may be? I should not be thinking about this. I shouldn't be thinking about this. We should be leaning towards making it safe. So when we talk about equality, it's always going to look different from when white folks talk about equality. When we talk about that, the struggles that we insert into what equality looks like for us, it's basically about dismantling and breaking down a system. Not remixing it, not like literally uprooting it. Not adding to it, nothing. Uprooting the system that never had us in mind to begin with. Starting from the bottom. Starting with just the foundation.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Yeah. And it just knowing that once he went outside and once he started talking about what he did, because somewhere or another the body cam footage turned on, because he started talking about what happened and what he did. The other officers were like, they were shocked. Like they knew that, okay, how the hell did that happen? So just knowing that he did that himself, he turned that camera off and then turned it back on, then went outside, was like acting like he was gloating about it to everybody else.
Yeah. Y'all. I am just super heavy today. This whole week has been a lot, but this particular story has just been eating away at me. I've read the transcripts over and over and over and over, and her words just keep on like it's haunting me, because she should be here. 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 Calling for help should never equate to losing your life. She should be here. We covered a story, I believe, here on Like It or Not, but I know I covered it, where a police officer, the parents sent over for a wellness check to a woman who was having a mental health crisis herself. When they got there, she was drunk, clearly. They put her in handcuffs, put her behind the car, we're going back and forth with her, laughing at her, whatever. Put her in the car in handcuffs, because just like homelessness is criminalized, they're going to criminalize mental health. They're going to do that. They're going to do that. They're going to heal a mental health crisis, mental health issues. They're going to criminalize that. They put this lady, who was in her home, having a mental health crisis, not hurting nobody, and her parents were the one that sent somebody over there for her as a wellness check. And I forget where this was, but we covered it. And they put her in the back of the car, did not make sure she was secure. She done fell out and died. No help, no de-escalation, no nothing. Black lives, they don't care about it. Put her in handcuffs. She's a problem to society. Meanwhile, she's in her home. Being drunk in your home is a problem. Let's call somebody and see if we can get somebody to help her, see what's going on, get her to the right place, get her the right help if necessary. But they don't train officers for that. Every Black person is a criminal. Every Black person is a problem. Every Black person should speak to you with respect, authority, period. They should respect your authority. And if they don't, place fear in their minds and tell them that they're going to go see God if they talk to you crazy. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of out of all of these type of situations that happen, they'll throw out one video where the person was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll say, see, that's why we can't. No. That person was wrong, but still here are the facts. Police officers shoot Black people down like target practice every day in this country. And what makes it worse is we're living in a world right now in 2024 where AI, sick people on the internet are utilizing AI to enhance the video or to enhance the video and modify it, making it so that Sonia Massey throws the boiling pot of hot water and feeding that to the dumbasses on Facebook who don't do research. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. And let me tell you what somebody even wrote to me, or I'll just, I can't say it verbatim because so many people write me on Threads, but on Threads, somebody who works in a department for mental health that trains people for mental health at different jobs to answer the call if somebody's having a crisis. The people, he was saying that they couldn't even train police officers if they tried because usually police officers are trained to kill and their minds are often just on that. Their hearts aren't good, their minds aren't good, and it's very difficult to train those type of people to do the work of de-escalation. So they should not be even there to de-escalate at all. Police departments should be hiring a de-escalation team, especially when it comes to mental health crises, to answer the call in these types of situations. It can't be at the hands of police officers. They shouldn't be doing that job. They're never going to be trained to do that job. But they're pulling up, and when somebody looks at them struggling, they think, oh, I'm going to shoot this person and kill them. Because of how they're being, there's a crisis going on, or this person is running up to me because they're running away from the person that's domestically abusing them, or there's all types of stuff. All types of stuff. So,
excuse me.
I say all this to say, y'all, we have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
We got work to do. This is what I'm saying. Don't sit here and tell me you want Donald Trump for entertainment because Donald Trump wants to have. Donald Trump looks at our death as entertainment. Donald Trump looks at our skin color as entertainment. Inferior. He literally asked y'all who y'all wanted for president, a white or a Black president. Called our actual sitting vice president right now, who is a woman, he called her a bum. There's no value in her as a Black president, president, vice president, possible president to be. Hasn't said a word on Sonia Massey, and still decided he's going to, when he's president, if he becomes president, because we got to stop that. But give officers immunity. Fund them more. Fund the departments more, while homelessness is at an all-time high. And then criminalize homelessness. Come on, y'all, please. Please, 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 please. Take a look, take a listen. Let's be mindful. I can't tell y'all what to do. I'm just encouraging y'all. I'm tired. I got my own stuff going on in my life. And these are the things I have to think of on top of it. I get just a nauseating feeling when I think about what happened to her. I think of Sandra Bland and how much these people looked similar. Sonia Massey and Sandra Bland looked similar and lost their lives at such a young age. And nobody was able to tell Sandra's story. We got body cam footage for Sonia Massey. And people are still trying to tell us that she was wrong. Let's figure this out, guys, please. We don't want any more of this. Let's figure it out, please. This is where we have to live. Do I want to live here? If I had the money, if I had the opportunity, I would be out of this freaking country.
Amen.
But that's not our reality. And we can't sit idly by. Whatever happens in November, at least you know you're on the right side of it, right? We're at the end of the show. I didn't mean to make it as somber. I told you I didn't want to take it there with you guys, but we did. And so I hope that you learned something. I hope that you want to learn something. I hope that your hearts are touched. I hope that you guys are following this.
Yeah.
And are able to talk to your families about it. I know it may be a difficult conversation to have. This is not about writing off your family members or whatever, but it's actually about being able to educate yourself and so that you can educate your family members. Okay. And, you know, shouts out to the Black women who literally immediately did a call to action, it's the same day that it was announced that she would be now running for president and endorsed by Joe Biden. So, and everybody who followed along, the white women on their call, a black lady said, I'm sorry, I think she said I'm half Black, but I needed to go in and make sure that they was on that call saying what they needed to say and doing what they needed to do on the white call. And
right.
So, but you know, all of this to say, like, hey guys, we got a work to do. We really do. And I hope that you guys can also answer the call and whatever that looks like. And educate ourselves. I'm learning every day. I'm unlearning things. I'm learning things. And I'm standing 10 toes down on what I'm going to hold her accountable on when she does, hopefully when she does become president. So stand with me on this if you can. I love you guys so much. We are at the end of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a lot of things to get done, but right here, like it or not, we need to pay this bill. So please head over to patreon.com/like it or not, patreon.com/like it or not. Become a patron today. And please Cash App your girl. I told you I am free, not by choice, but I'm happy because God does things in his timing. And so we got to pay the bills, right? So
Amen.
Rebecca's Voice on Cash App, RebeccaAzor@gmail.com on Zelle, and RebeccaAzor@gmail.com on PayPal. We got because finally he's here to the end of the show, but we got DJ X3C on Venmo. And we also have our producer who sticks right beside us, DKG87 on Cash App and DKG87 on Venmo. Y'all, please head over to the Cash App. I need it. Absolutely. Thank you to everybody from last week who definitely assisted. I'm almost there to getting rent on time. Please make sure you guys are able to help a sister out. Becca's voice once again. If there's any last words you got to say, Bubba, before we head on out of here.
So you send your boy some lunch money today. Love y'all, mean it. And happy birthday again, Q.
Happy birthday, Q. I didn't know it was his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Joyeux anniversaire.
Oh, hold on. Let me text him and tell me you need to watch right quick.
Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Y'all seen Celine Dion yesterday. Y'all seen
Oh my gosh.
Marie Dion. Y'all seen
Oh.
Celine Marie Dion because Haitians swear that she belongs to us. So Celine Marie Dion. Y'all saw her yesterday. She said, "Hey, stiff wear," because y'all know she has the, I think it's the stiff
person
syndrome.
disease.
Nobody
Yeah.
can tell. Nobody can tell. She came out.
That was
looking
the
healthy.
most.
You never know what people are going through, but the gift that God gave you, honey, ain't going nowhere.
When
It
I
ain't
tell
going
you
nowhere.
the most beautiful thing I've ever. I was sitting here last night with tears in my eyes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that woman just sang to my soul. Y'all know Beyonce can never do no wrong. And shout out to B for introducing Team USA with Yaya, which is absolutely amazing. But Celine Dion came on that stage and
listen.
That's all I could do. I was just over here just bawling. Just like, I don't even know what she said. But it's
My
just
goodness.
like
I said, listen, it gave me tears. It gave us, it was, it was just a vibe. I love it
It
so
was.
much. If y'all didn't catch it, make sure you head over to YouTube because it's on YouTube and catch Celine Dion's performance, baby. She gave the people pipes. Listen, it's a lot of people's voice that when you, especially when y'all out here knowing how to sing and then turn around and support Trump, now you don't know why you woke up with no vocals.
Okay.
Now you can't sing. Listen, that gift didn't leave my good sis Celine Marie Dion. And then look, because Kamala, who's Jamaican and Indian, somebody said, why y'all mad she going into the White House? We're going to have chicken marsala and we're going to have jerk chicken. What's the problem?
What's the problem?
And her middle name is Devi, I believe. So it's like Kamala Devi Harris. Okay, she's going into the Kamala Devi Harris because it's Harris. Harris.
That is.
Harris. All right, y'all. I'm out, and I love you guys so much. And Ben actually just want to tell you guys hi, checking in. But y'all, look, the camera gone. But y'all, we are out. I love you guys. Mean it, and make sure head over to the Cash App. Becca's Voice. You got to pay a bill. I love you. I'll see you guys next week.
Deuces, y'all. Well, let me give y'all affirmation for the day before we log out of here. I appreciate my many good qualities. I appreciate my many good qualities. Love y'all, man. Go enjoy your Saturday. Do something good for yourself. Love y'all, and we'll see y'all next weekend. Deuces. Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics scheming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, then I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start with them show.